The winner here goes to the Super Bowl, and we'll know soon enough which team that'll be as we are underway in the AFC title game. This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Let's go, boys. Bring it on.
Ready? 15, line it. 15 line.
Pick it up. Pick it up.
Check 50. Check 50.
Look. Squeeze.
Check 37.
Hey, Delta.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Give him 3 there on the first play of the game, and it's second down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Look at that. Z-Blunt comes right back to me. No. Who's talking about?
To throw on second down, Chapman. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Good yardage there for the Colts. 18 and a first down.
Set, ready? 90, Wolf.
59. Mike to 59.
It's going to be a long day. It's going to be a long day. Watch twist. Watch twist. Check.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. 2 yards on the carry there, and it'll be second down.
But we just saw a great example of what we talked about with his coach prior to the game. He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading a play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
No, right here.
Yeah, let's get a sack lunch.
36.
Kill.
We have full scout too.
Hey, turn it up.
Get it.
Off play action. Chapman rolling, and he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. Max Crosby gets him for a loss of 10 yards from his linebacker spot.
It's now third down.
Come on, set.
And the Raiders call on a nickel set for third down.
Hey, lock it.
Check.
Smooth.
Check. Tighten up.
Leo. Snap.
Operating from the gun, Chapman. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's fourth down. So the defense able to get off the field here on third down.
And it's one of the goals of the game. They've got to be effective on passing downs. It's one of the few things defenses chart. How did we do on third down? That's a nice start for them in this one.
That's a great play.
And this will be out of bounds at the what here? The 12-yard line. Now a first down throw, Watson. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Samson Abukum gets him for a loss of 5. He is so tough to handle on the blitz.
However you want to put it.
Got to assume this defense will be charging again here. It's second and 15.
Kill.
36. 31.
Watson gets this to Kareem Hunt, his running back. Room past the 20. A gain there of 21 yards.
Let's go.
Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent, and they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I had missed him, it would have been a long night.
Give him 9 there on the first down completion.
At the 37-yard line.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. A first carry now for Kareem Hunt. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well.
And there we see an early burst that makes him one of the leading rushers in the league.
Well, I want you to know, I listened to you yesterday when we were watching film. You said write down the word vision for him. It was on display there, wasn't it?
It certainly was, because he allows the blocks to set up in front of him. And if that continues, it'll be a long afternoon for those guys trying to play some defense.
Now Hunt, and very little running room there. He did get a couple up to the 49.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Why? Get wide.
Hey, another time now.
Watson just beating the play clock. Flushed out right. He'll run it. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. Watson on 3rd down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he will be very close to a first down, but I see the closed fist of the referee, and that means 4th down.
No, he did not.
Well, we hear so often how tackling has become almost a lost art in the NFL game, but it's so important to tackle well on these receivers, especially in a play like this one. 3rd down, they gave him the underneath stuff. You got to go and make the tackle right away.
Now on 4th and inches, they're going to want to talk this over. We get a timeout. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter. Too long for a field goal, too short to punt. That in-between range, and they'll go for it on 4th down. Here we go on 4th. Watson, he's going to have his running back. It's complete. And he's got the first before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Well, they deemed it 4-down territory, and they got 4 yards to pick up the first. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 1st down, they'll run with Hunt, pushing through the contact. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46. We're scoreless after 1. Throwing on second and long. Watson, rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest ones, maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. Zero accountability, and a sack resulted.
Third and long, it's Watson. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kendall Fuller. And they have the football and will take over at the 24-yard line.
Well, it's third and long, and you've got a few different ways to play it offensively. But this is not the type of offense that's going to wave the white flag. They're going to keep chucking it. And this time, it results in an interception.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
And there's the first tackle of the game for Carl Joseph. He's one of those safeties that you can utilize in any way you want. But I will have to say, I think the number one thing he does best is tackle.
His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down.
49, check 49, check 49. Go. Hey, orbit. 55, Mike 55. Fire.
From the gun, Chapman. And that is incomplete. Former Buckeye first-rounder Garyon Conley there to knock that away.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this one will not be returnable as it sails out of bounds.
At their own 26-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. That opening drive ended with the INT. It didn't lead to points, but still not the way they were hoping to begin the game.
But how about going and telling your defense, thank you, a huge thank you.
And he's got daylight. It's a foot race. 30, 10, touchdown. Kareem Hunt, 74 yards, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon. On this stage, conference championship game, every play is magnified, and that was a big play.
No doubt about it. One thing that has these guys a step away from a shot at the big game, their big play ability. They can strike from anywhere.
That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll make it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They've had it twice. They've punted twice. Not the start they were hoping for.
Not at all, and let's face it, every facility we visit, everyone talks about converting on 3rd down, how big that is. In this situation, they've had to punt it away twice, so they're furiously going over things on the sidelines. What do we need to do to pick up the 1st down and change our momentum?
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. Operating from the gun, Chapman. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Devondre Campbell flies in to blow that play up.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check right. Watch 55. I'm coming.
Mike, 55. Check, 55, Mike. That's right, baby. They don't want to go.
Looking to throw. Chapman. And he's going to go down again. Mack Wilson in there to drop him, and sacks on 1st and 2nd downs. Now leads to a 3rd and long. Needs something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Mike 55, Mike 55. I got him.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55.
Go on.
From the gun, Chapman under pressure again, and down he goes again. Max Crosby picks up his second sack of the afternoon.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely he's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over.
19.
Yo.
24. 29. Check. Go. He's behind the rope.
Watson on first down. And the tip there altered the ball flight, and it falls incomplete. It'll be second down.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Eyes up.
They'll run with Hunt on second down. So a nice job to break the one tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
You ain't doing nothing today.
24.
Mike 50.
Hey, we heavy on the edges.
Throwing on third down, Watson. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll get it down here to the 43. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be fourth down. A reminder, as we've done all year, we'll send you to Orlando for our EA Sports halftime report. In a bit, the coach is with us per usual as we start to look ahead, Charles, to our potential matchups in this year's Super Bowl.
Break it down, Coach. Break it down.
Here's Watson. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A Raider first down, 17 yards. And that's what you've got your tough little slot receiver for, isn't it, right there, those fourth down conversions in the middle of the field.
He knows that's where he has to make his living, and that's where he has to make plays to help his team. And no one is asking him to do anything more or less than do exactly what we saw there.
19.
Get that quarterback at all costs.
Out. 24. Out.
Now it's Watson, a bootleg. Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off near the 29. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he will score. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Ah, yes, the old tip drill works to perfection there.
You're bringing back great memories. Used to love that drill. And a lot of times in practice, you work on it, not just one tip, but multiple tips, just in case the ball stays in the air for a while, to have an awareness and the ability to go up and grab it, and then you want to get some blocking support and end up in the opposite end zone.
In that tip drill, what do you yell?
For us, it was Oski, okay? Oski was an interception.
For different teams.
Different teams have different ways of doing it. I've heard bingo, jackpot. The worst I ever heard, though, was Frankenstein. You don't want it to be a three-syllable word.
Yeah.
You want to get it right down and go. Oski is really the preferred word.
Oski. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Tie ball game, still a little more than a minute to go in the half. The question, can they put something together here, try to take that lead into intermission?
I would have to think that would be the goal for sure. I don't think you sit on anything here. Here's your opportunity. Push it downfield. As you mentioned, it's a tie game. So minus a disaster on your part, you've got that in your back pocket. Go ahead and try and get some points and feel great going into the half.
Watson now 7 of 10 here in this first half, and he's got a 1st and 10. Now Watson. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. So a jump there defensively.
And it's a killer. Watch the football. Don't move across the line of scrimmage until the ball moves.
So after the penalty, now they need just a yard on 2nd down. They'll fake the handoff. Now Watson. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Darius Leonard just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now the Raiders going to burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go here in the first half. For the Colts, an extra defensive back in there now on 3rd down. On 3rd down, here's Hunt. And he's going to be stopped here at the 43, and that is not near enough to pick up the 1st. The Colts going to use the 1st of their timeouts as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And a little too much mustard on that one. It hits a couple yards into the end zone. A missed opportunity there maybe to pin him back.
Let's go.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. So far they've had 3 drives, 3 punts. Not good.
Not good indeed, because you've got to have something to show for being out on the field. Now sometimes if you have a game where neither side has scored, 3 punts isn't a bad.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Sack, baby, sack.
So we come upon halftime in the AFC title game. As we'll head down to Orlando, that's where we find our man Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. One more half to decide who takes home the Lamar Hunt Trophy as we're back underway in this AFC Championship. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
I didn't get the kickoff.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They have a chance to break our tie here as we get a look at the first drive of quarter 3.
And it's such a tone setter, isn't it? Because both sides trying to seize momentum to begin the half. What do they have dialed up that'll give them an advantage to move the ball downfield?
Let's find out what they have dialed up. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Yes.
They go back to the ground, this time Jacobs. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
Let's put him on the 54. Let's put that team on the buck. Jim.
Throwing on 2nd and 3. Watson looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts 43.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
Watch us slap.
On first down, it's Watson. He's going to go for a big play downfield. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's second down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. So second down, still 10 yards to go. Ball on the 43.
You think you gonna get this? You think you gonna get this?
Mike's 50.
Come on, boy.
Throwing again is Watson. Well, it's a shuffle pass, and it's complete.
How about that shuffle pass? Or if you want to call it the shovel pass, that's fine too. That's one of those plays that you're taking a little bit of risk there because you're trying to throw the ball into the middle of the field where a lot of big bodies lurk, and they can knock it away, pick it off, but they were able to execute it successfully on that play.
Came up a little short on the last pass play. They did get 9 yards out of it, leaving him with his 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first down with Hunt, and he's going to have the first down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
First down, Raiders.
We're set. What we got? What we got? What we got? That's it.
Mike 50, Mike 50.
On first and 10, Watson. And he completes it to Hunt.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
It's second and inches at the Colts 20-yard line.
So not quite a first down just yet as they come up on second and less than a yard. Now it's Watson. Brought in over the middle by Graham. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. Second catch in this AFC title game, and he's got a first down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
They'll try and run for it on first and goal. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be second and goal.
Second and goal at the 8-yard line.
Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line. Second and goal. Back to throw, Watson. He's got it. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. A touchdown-saving tackle there. Now it's third and goal. It's a 5-receiver set. 3 to the left, 2 to the right. Now Watson on third and goal. Steps away to his left.
Oh, thank you. Pick it up.
And this is caught. For the moment, it's a touchdown, but multiple flags down, so let's sort this out.
You got lucky.
Field goal forthcoming for Stephen Hauschka. This a fairly straightforward 22-yard short attempt. And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. Well, they don't get a touchdown here on the opening drive of the third quarter, but I think maybe you still say mission accomplished as they come away with the lead.
No, absolutely. You keep the pressure on, right? You go downfield, get some points up on the board, and hope that you've motivated your defense to take the field and hold that lead.
Let's go!
The Indy offense at the line and set to go. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
And I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay.
Ooh, into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Carl Joseph. There he goes, left side. He had his eyes on the end zone. He got close. At least he set the offense up nicely, but he's probably mad he didn't take that one to pay dirt.
I agree with you, and you know he's going to get teased because he didn't get it all the way into the end zone. But if they don't score now, if they don't get a touchdown, he won't just get teased. They'll be glaring at him. How'd you not score?
And that'll be incomplete. We do have a penalty flag down, however, and let's see what that's about. In the pocket, chucked it away, flag comes down.
So you got to move a little bit, right? Know where you are on the field, have some awareness. Tackle to tackle. You got to get outside of that tackle box in order to get that done.
So after the loss of down, they'll come up here with a 2nd and goal. To throw is Watson. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
Watson going to throw on 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught at the 10-yard line. And he is out of bounds, getting it down to the 10. That pass play good for 7, but it still brings up a 4th and goal. And Hauschka's kick is good. And the lead stretches to 6 here. It's 13-7. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. It's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you've got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Space to maneuver at the 40. And finally, down at the 41-yard line. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
Hey, high 7.
On 1st and 10, Chapman. And it's complete. This is Austin Prohl. He's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. They'll run it now out of the gun. Breaks the tackle, now rally. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Colts, so they've got the football, but they've got work to do, trailing here as we begin the 4th quarter. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Exit, exit.
Hey, check right.
Off the play fake. Chapman. And the throw left sideline here is caught, but they'll rule it incomplete. Couldn't keep his feet in. 2nd down.
Out routes are always timing routes, and if the timing's off just a little bit, it can really throw off a play. It looked like he led him a little too much there.
Yeah, there was a fraction of a second because he caught it, just couldn't stay in bounds. 2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again. Chapman. They'll roll him out right. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's third down.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there.
Check 55 to Mike. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Here we go. Here we go. Mike 55.
Hey, Haywood.
We own them. We own them.
Ready?
To throw on third down, Chapman. He'll find Paris Campbell. That's complete. And his bid for the first down coming up short as he's tackled at the 25.
Don't be mad. Don't be mad.
Greystone, Travis.
Check 3. Check.
Bravo.
On fourth down, Chapman. Firing quickly here, and that's complete.
Here we go.
And the drive stays in motion with a nice 8-yard pickup on fourth. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
Echo. Look, squeeze.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
That didn't appear to be a run blitz. He just darted in once he saw the run develop. That appeared to be a case of see ball, get ball.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8.
Hey, let's get that ball, D. Let's get that ball right here. Watch that.
Check. Check hot route.
Here's 2nd and 8. It's caught by OBJ. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
2-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 6.
Come on,
The Colts on third down. Not good. 0 for 4 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. Operating from the gun. Chapman.
Why did they throw it out?
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I don't think we'll have to look very hard to find our play of the game. That was an absolutely monstrous big play right there. Backs to the wall. The offense has it in the red zone, driving for the winning score. And he says, not on my watch. And that is one happy bunch on the sidelines.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Now listen, it's a team game, we know that, but where would these guys be right now, Charles, without their defense? So they take over here following the turnover. Defense did it again, but on offense they have to feel like, hey, we need to do something.
You're exactly right. And you just mentioned it. The defense did it again. They bailed them out on a number of occasions in this contest. It's time for them to repay the defense at the least. Keep the ball for a while. Give those guys a break so they can catch their breath.
So 2nd and 8 here after the pass play for 2 yards on first down. They run right side. Powering his way forward. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big run by Kareem Hunt, 64 yards. So forget about any talk of possible safeties. Here's 1st and 10, clear on the other side of the field. On the ground, Richard. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. A good response by the defense, sending them backwards after that huge gain last play.
19, 31.
Here I come again.
Kill.
On 2nd and 15 now. Watson. And a quick throw here. That's complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up third down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Possibly a turning point. Big play coming. This is 3rd and long.
I'm going back to you.
Out of the gun, Watson. Flush to his right. And this is going to be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, trying to hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
No, sir.
That's running out of steam, and it won't get there. He left it just short. No good. And this score will stay right where it is. But things just got interesting. They try for the long field goal there to salt this one away. They don't get it, and now a little time for the other guys to mount a late drive.
Well, they thought their kicker would put it through the post and finish this one off. I'm sure they discussed pooch punting it and letting their defense take over. Well, the defense now has to make it stand up, but they didn't get the best field position because the ball comes back.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Max Crosby able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his third sack of the afternoon. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a one-score game.
See me? They can't stop me out here.
So the Colts in possession of the football as we get you reset. They come up on a second down now in a game that looks like it's going to go down the wire.
Night, sweetheart.
Hey, check right.
Now.
Back to throw. Chapman. Throwing middle, and it's complete. They get 11 back on that one. It leads to third down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
Check 55 to Mike. Check 55 to Mike.
And the blitz does come.
I'm throwing the
But
ball.
he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. Max Crosby in there to take him down, and the clock will roll. On 4th down, Chapman. And that is incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and that may put a period on this AFC Championship game. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Now it's Hunt. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. The Colts going to use the first of their timeouts as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Coming to you.
And Watson's going to throw it here. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
We've seen good cover skills on display throughout this game, really from both teams. And there's another nice example there of them making it difficult to complete a pass.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Hey, we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the ball. Let's keep moving. Convert.
On 3rd down, here comes Jacobs. And this play comes to a hold at the 33, and obviously that's well short of the 1st down. Wow, a personal foul at this stage in the 4th. Hard to believe.
Really hard to believe, and now that glow of hope that you had begins to flicker out, doesn't it?
Yep. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10. This is Hunt. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. Now the Colts going to burn the second of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds left to play. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. They stay on the ground. Again, it's Hunt. And he's dropped just before the line to gain. 4-yard pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1. Now the Colts will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game. On 3rd down, Hunt. And Hunt is not going to get there.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile to stop that one behind the line of scrimmage.
No, I lost 13-7.